I was inspired by our Honorable Prime Minister this morning, and when he spoke to some of us sitting here, he said, you must share your experiences with this group so that they can leave this two-day seminar with a much better perspective of how leaders have shaped their careers in their life. And I would like to do that today with you. So first and foremost, I think जो भी आप करिए, किसी भी फील्ड में जाइए, अश्विनी जी ने अभी बोला, आर्ट में जाइए, साइंस में जाइए, टेक्निकल एजुकेशन में जाइए, मेडिकल में जाइए, जहाँ भी जाना है, ये सोच के जाइए कि हमें अपनी ज़िंदगी में जो करना है वो ऐसे करें कि that should be so impactful that it creates a lot of impact in the society in a very positive way. We must be, whatever we do, be a force for good. That has to be the first principle. जो भी करो, अच्छा करो. Second is leadership style. एक क्वेश्चन पूछा गया यहाँ कि should we lead from the front or from behind? And I think we heard our Honorable Minister that when you have to lead, and I think what he meant was when there's a crisis, when a leader has to lead, you need to be visible. You need to be out there. You need to be there to lead your teams. I have done that in my early years. I've climbed towers. I've gone into the trenches in the fiber. I've sat all night in the switch rooms when some network issues came up. We had some crisis a few times. With the engineers, rolling up my sleeves all night and ensuring that the services come back up before the people wake up in the morning. So you have to lead in the front. You can't sit at the back. But I had fortune of spending some time with General Mehta, who was my Secretary General when I was the President of CII. And I asked him, I said, tell me, how do you define leadership and how do you feel a leader should lead? And he said something which stayed with me. He said a leader has to lead from the front, but he should not go so far away from his team that everybody is left behind. Occasionally, he has to circle all the way back and come behind them to push them, to support them. And frequently in between, he has to go right into the center of his team to feel the joy and pain that they experience. So a good general leads from the front, occasionally goes behind, circles back, comes in the middle, and then goes right in front. I have done all those three things all my life. Because हर चीज़ की, हर टाइम होता है हर चीज़ के लिए. कभी आप आगे हैं, कभी आप टीम को पीछे से पुश कर रहे हैं, कभी आप उनके बीच में हैं. ये तीनों चीज़ें करनी ज़रूरी है. सेकंड पॉइंट इज़, बहुत लोग कहते हैं कि हर दिन ऐसे जियो कि आपका आखिरला दिन हो. Live your life as if it's your last day. I disagree with that. My philosophy has been very different. Because if you truly believe it's your last day, trust me, you will make some rash moves. You will do things that are not very good for you or society or the nation. I believe that every morning when you wake up, you must feel it's your first day of your life. Because that creates momentum. You look forward to tomorrow. Another day has started. You will learn new things. You will be curious to know what's going on. And you will do the right things because you're going to live long enough to reap the rewards of what you're doing every day. So please wake up every morning and trust it like a first day of your life and start your day like that. The next point is assemble people around you who are illuminators. बहुत लोग आपको बोलेंगे ये हो ही नहीं सकता, ये कर ही नहीं सकते. All the time you have people who will be diminishers, who will try to bring you down. How can you do this? ये possible नहीं है. यहाँ तक कि आपके चाहने वाले भी कई बार बोल देते हैं, नहीं नहीं इतना मत ऊपर उड़ो, इतना मत आगे जाओ. बड़ा मुश्किल है ये. It's very difficult. Please surround yourself with illuminators because that can-do attitude is so important कि हो सकता है, कर सकते हैं. हर रोज जब उठो तो बोलो ये हो सकता है हम करेंगे. And whenever you face an obstacle, think of how you will create a staircase, a step to overcome that, because it can be done. So always be an illuminator yourself and surround yourself with illuminators so that you can achieve things that are generally not easily possible. The next point I will say is, for my business that is more relevant, make the people who work with you feel that they are also the co-owners with you. The entrepreneur culture doesn't necessarily need to be with an entrepreneur. It has to be with the entire team. Even if you're not an entrepreneur, you're a doctor, People who are with you in the operating theater must feel a part of your team, must feel equal ownership of that issue that is on the table, on the operating table at that point in time. That is how Bharti Airtel has lived. Every employee in our company feels he's an owner. They carry the pride on their chest to say, I am Airtel. Each one of them, 100,000 people will say, I am Airtel. They don't say, I work for Airtel. They are the Airtel. That is only possible if you truly believe from your heart and mind that they are co-owners with you. And that is so important. Whatever you do, your team members, whichever area you are, जो भी क्षेत्र में आप काम करें, जो भी आपके साथ काम कर रहे हैं, एकजुट होकर एक टीम होनी चाहिए. सबको उतना ही ओन करना है जितना आपको करना है. Only then you can be successful. If you feel I will take all the glory and I will take all the credits and they will do all the work, you will never get a first-rate outcome. Make them a part of the same mission that you are on. Last part is whoever you're serving. In public service, you will be serving the public at large. In certain professions, you'll be serving your customers, your clients. Be obsessed with that. How can you serve your customers, your constituents, in the most effective possible manner? That obsession has to be on your mind. And the expectations, the aspirations of people you're serving keep rising. You give people a gas connection which they never had. You give them a road that they never had. You give them electricity that they never had. It's not enough. Come the next elections, those are forgotten. They're done. That was the right. We have 5 more things pending. We have 10 more things pending. Aspirations will keep going up. You will have to be more creative. You will have to be more efficient in delivering services to your customers, to your constituents, to everybody out there.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe. If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.